Thank you. You're probably cringing over there. Ilya and Anastasia from Madison, Andrew and Sarah Youngstown, and Aaron and Tiana from Sarasota. Amazing couples. They're all dancing full out, trying to impress the judges. Awatuki seems to have a problem with their camera. That's Dennis and Anastasia, supposed to be dancing right now.
There we
and
go.
They are dancing, and thank you, Ilya, for taking care of that.
Beautiful.
How gorgeous is this?
I love it because we can see the different interpretations of each
And
dance.
waltz. Thank
Absolutely.
you, competitors. Again, judges, you are recalling 6. All right, couples, and your second dance is tango.
What I love about this is that now that it's open, we can see.
Individuality.
Yes.
This is where you could tell, this is where skill and artistry really goes to the surface, because you want to show skill, you want to show speed, you want to show artistry, you want to be able to show musicality. And this is where a couple can show unity in a way in their art. Communication is very important. Obviously, I break it down into 3 different categories, which is visual, audible, which is musicality. Visual is being connected with one another, looking at each other, and really engaging each other to tell the story. And of course, the physicality of it, which is the connection, the movement, your body tension, your posture, your movement across the floor, your footwork, and so on. This is exactly what Fred Astaire intended to do with our programs when we're talking about figure appearance, partnership, and expression. All 4 of those things have to be extremely present during this. You're missing one, you're missing 25% of your performance.
I totally agree. And here, you can see it all happening all at once.
I love the speed changes of tango. You could tell that everybody's going for the individuality. Some of them are going for artistry. Some are going for skill.
And tango. Thank you, couples.
Do you want me to get you some NyQuil or something?
2 more dances left now in this semifinal round of our Open American Smooth Awards for our virtual international championships. All right, and competitors, your third dance is Foxtrot.
I love the costumes. The costumes are so beautiful with all the different colors, and this is where they can get even more creative with their costumes.
The open is that they get to now wear costume and put their own individual style into it and what they like.
And this is where you and I actually are, because we're seasoned competitors from the past. I remember our coaches, and in your case, you guys had Bruno and Luann, and in my case, I actually had Bruno and Luann towards the end of my career, which was fantastic. But we discussed costuming with our coaches.
Yes.
And we made sure, because our coaches knew our choreography better than anybody. So they knew what kind of design would enhance our dancing.
Well, also back in our day, we didn't have sponsors, so we also
We had to pay for everything.
every little thing.
And Foxtrot. Well done. Thank you, couples. One more dance now in the semifinal round of our Open American Smooth. After this next dance, couples, again, we will be presenting our top teacher awards for our virtual international championships. And then we will be returning to this final round of our Open American Smooth. All right, and competitors, your fourth dance, Viennese Waltz.
Here we are together.
I know, when she started moving, I was like, wow, she lost a lot of weight.
Everything between us is good. Around in this lobby.
Again, this is just one of my favorite dances to watch them go and do, especially in the open, because you get to see.
They're also getting really lyrical in their movement. It's so pretty.
I love the elevation changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of it. They don't keep it just linear. That they're again, like I said, elevation changes. So they take it to the floor and they bring it up and they slow it down and speed it up. I love it.
I look at this like a storm. Like when you look at a storm over water, you see the clouds moving, you see the rain, the disturbance of the water. It's so beautiful.
Yes. The rolling of the water.
Yeah. So beautiful. So romantic. Oh.
And this song is amazing.
When it's done to its perfection, honestly, it is so moving, so emotional. You can't help but just engage spiritually, you know? It's such a beautiful dance. That's what the power of dance, right?
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations to our finalists, Pro Heat number 6, the final round of our Open American Smooth. And competitors, your first dance is Waltz.
Check, check, check. I just wanted to say congratulations to all the top teachers. As Dad mentioned, I'm looking forward to having that drink in New York.
Me too.
Yeah, apparently you guys did really, really well.
Tequila soda lime.
Yes.
That's my drink.
Yes, and yeah, don't laugh when I say I like to drink rosé. Bruno makes fun of me all the time. Really, these couples are just exquisite.
Oh, that was beautiful. I loved that. The head to the floor.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Control.
There's a lot of gorgeous looking dancers on our screens right now. Waltz, the quality of waltz, you want to show continuity of movement, beautiful rise and fall, frame when it's necessary, but you're also showing proper posture and frame. Even when you're away from each other, you want to make sure that you are synchronizing your movement to each other through musicality. Even when you're doing different patterns from one another, you still have to make it seem like you're doing it towards each other, and you have to connect with one another. I love the tornillo moves with beautiful leg action.
And Waltz. Again, congratulations to our finalists.
Just text me in the morning.
All right, and congratulations, finalists. Competitors, your second dance is Tango.
Rest well because you have a long day tomorrow. It's a long day.
And again, with all of that you're saying is that you have to continue with telling of the story when you're together and when you're apart. And you have to make that eye contact.
Absolutely.
And with that eye contact, you still have to be able to bring the audience, the people watching in to your story.
I always call it the bubble effect. And what I mean by the bubble effect is that the two of you are clear, but everything else is blurry. And volume-wise, you got to make that bubble as big as it could possibly get, and no other couple can penetrate that bubble. It is the volume that you create around yourself, and that's what brings attention to you.
You have to create and use the space around.
Yes.
As much space as possible.
And you have to keep tension throughout your entire body, not just on the direction that you're going in. I call it the three-dimensional space movement.
Correct.
As I say to every couple, video yourself from many angles and make sure that you look good from all angles. Because sometimes my mirror dancers, cliffhanger.
And Tango. Thank you, couples. 2 more dances left now in this final round of our Open American Smooth. All right, competitors. Your third dance is Foxtrot.
Mirror dancers.
My mirror dancers, they tend to look great just from one angle. And then when they video themselves from the other angle, they go realizing that they're not looking so great. So remember that most of the time the judges are by the dais. So if you're facing outward, they're looking at you from the back. Or sometimes from a diagonal angle.
Well, a good point is that when you're practicing, you should videotape yourself from different angles. So you can see what you look like from different angles.
Especially nowadays that everybody's got an iPhone that's got a camera on it.
Hey, look, if you never take a good picture, that should tell you something right there.
It's not the camera.
It's you.
Like my favorite thing is when I would hear people come back and they go, "This photographer is terrible. He never catches me in a good line." Maybe because you weren't in a good line.
Yeah. I mean, there could be times where you may be in between something and it was not clipped well.
These couples are dancing beautifully. I see quite a few new couples that have been formed. I'm looking forward to seeing them competing on our national stage. They look fantastic, actually. I'm liking the aesthetics of this.
Thank you, couples. One more dance in this Open American Smooth Final. Let's take a moment to introduce our finalists once again. All right, finalists, your fourth dance, Viennese Waltz.
Now this is where every couple has to go for it because sometimes the last dance decides who gets what placement.
Especially in the American rhythm, this is the tiebreaker here. If there's a couple, if it turns out to be a tie and we have to go to a Rule 11, Viennese Waltz is the dance.
That's right.
Breaker.
And for me, it's like stamina is a major part of this. This is when couples that have not practiced enough, that didn't do rounds when they were practicing, that didn't necessarily check all the boxes, this is when it starts showing up. Because it is faster, the transitions have to be so accurate. You're talking about moving at the speed of light through the dance floor while trying to be synchronized with one another, making sure there's no stress being shown in your frame, that you're still staying creative, skillful, and like an artist. In other words, musicality has to carry you through, but your body has to be the instrument that delivers it. Such a beautiful dance, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm mesmerized by it. I'm sitting here trying to take it all in. And then everybody's got a different interpretation of it as I'm watching.
And a Viennese Waltz, saying congratulations to our finalists. Thank you, couples, and thank you, judges. We're going to go into some of our professional results now. We'll be doing our results from first in the quick step. Your winners from Madison, Wisconsin, couple 197, Elia and Anastasia. There we go, judges. This will be Pro Heat number one. Pro Heat number one. Number one, take your places, competitors. Your first dance is Waltz.
And hello everyone. Here we go with our professional divisions. We are beginning with our closed standard division. We have couples from Madison West, Northbrook, Frederick, Madison West as well, Frederick, Northbrook, Milwaukee Downtown, Chagrin Falls. It is absolutely beautiful how technically they have to be sound. The directions, meaning the alignments, have to be absolutely perfect. One of the Northbrook couples is actually sideways. I hope they fix that.
But they're doing a beautiful job.
What do you look for when you're watching closed dance competitions?
The same thing I look for when I'm looking at Pro-Am couples. I'm looking for, in the standard, I'm looking at their top lines, the fluidity of the movements. I'm still looking for passion and a story. I still want to feel emotion being done in it.
And a waltz. Thank you, couples.
of the things about doing closed is it really hones in on having the students see the steps done from the professionals at the highest level possible. This is how we got better. And if you look at this, you can see the figure, appearance, partnership, and expression. It's at the forefront of performance. You are displaying this for everybody to see, not only the judges, but also our students, so they can see how beautiful our syllabus is.
Correct. This is no different than what you've been watching earlier in the day or earlier in the week at the professional and amateur division. They're just doing the patterns. They're doing our bronze and our silver levels, no different than they were with their clients. But now you have two professionals doing this. You can see how it's done on a much higher level.
You can watch their frame, you can watch their footwork, you can see the alignment, you can see the creativity of step patterns put in different ways together. And that's the one thing that I'm loving about this, is the fact that the level of dancing is at the absolute peak.
Yes.
And a tango. Well done. Thank you, couples. International Ballroom. 2 more dances left now. And competitors, find your places. Your third dance, slow foxtrot.
Slow foxtrot, this is all about continuing the movement across the floor using definitely proper footwork. This is where the heel drag is. You going backwards, and when you do reverse turns or natural turns and so on, we look for that to make sure that you do a nice heel pull as the feet. It's very important that it's not drastic, but it's gradual and like the least amount of notice of height changes. It's always a very admirable way to dance this.
It's also one of the harder dances to do.
It is.
I believe if, earlier when we were Googling things with Steve and her Lamb on here, it is one of the hardest dances to learn and do. We have out here Jillian, and Jim has Go Wisconsin, Jim has Go Milwaukee, Chagrin Falls.
Chagrin.
Chagrin.
Yeah,
I'm Southern, okay? It's not going to come out right.
Imagine a grin and put a she.
Chagrin.
Yeah.
Chagrin.
Chagrin. Yeah.
Oh. Everyone, that it just goes to prove work. They are just doing
Correct.
our syllabus.
I mean, people find this so important that actually one of the couples is at a competition, and they went to the practice room because they wanted to participate in this so badly.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Was sad to see no show dance division. Danny says yes.
You know, it's
yes.
interesting. I will bring that up, Danny. We should have had a show dance division.
As
Are
the
they playing
virtual competition
Amadeus?
grows, so will the divisions.
Amadeus, Amadeus. I remember this song.
So do I.
Amadeus.
But it was old when we remember it. We weren't even born yet.
That's amazing. These couples are making it very difficult for the judges, I can tell you that. Beautiful dancing.
At first in the quick step, your winners from Madison, Wisconsin, couple 197. Congratulations.